Kirk Brandon and I started Meadowlark Builders in 2004. We really wanted to focus on building for ecological purposes and also, making buildings that really sipped energy as opposed to guzzling them like most do these days. From the very start of Meadowlark Builders, we really wanted to focus on both ecological concerns and on energy efficiency. We work exclusively in residential spaces. We have a design team that is comprised of 14 architects, designers, interior designers, and other technicians. We believe that homes can and should produce more energy than they use, that they should return water to the ecosystem cleaner than what it came to the building at.
One of the real joys of working here is seeing this, space, this one-room schoolhouse, and all the green technologies that we've incorporated. It's a really nice juxtaposition of the old and the new, which I think is again, sort of one of the hallmarks of our work. We don't always, do new construction, we do renovations as well, and really work with the homeowners, looking at their existing houses no matter what age. So here's a good example of a building from the 1800s, and just trying to bring it up to the way we use space today, as well as the current energy standards, and well beyond that.
This building showed a reduction of 62% since 2014 in energy usage. And that of itself is remarkable, but this is a building that was built in 1874. So to take this and reduce the energy consumption by 62% is a pretty remarkable feat, and is definitely reflective of the passion of our owners.
We have 18 kilowatts of total solar power here, which is a pretty good sized array. So we reduced our energy consumption from the insulation and from LED lighting and from other sources quite a bit. But we started producing solar power, and we were able to make a pretty good dent that first year. We put a electrical current measuring system called a TED device. TED stands for the Energy Detective, and we put that on most of our circuits in the building. One of the first things we found out was that we had a faulty well. Fixing a well is not cheap, but as long as we were drilling a well, we decided, hey, in for a penny, in for a pound, and we decided to drill geothermal wells at the same time to try and reduce the cost of all of those installations. We dug up quite a bit of earth, and rather than just having that sod laid back down to make it look pretty, we decided to take that opportunity to not only restore the soil that was there, but also to start along the path of making a native prairie and using native wildflowers to Michigan. Our future vision includes this company becoming not only net zero in our operations here at our headquarters on Liberty Street, but also at all of our job sites and even in our transportation to and from job sites. And so, we are starting now. We've installed a couple electric chargers that can be used by the public even, but we really would like to see over the next 10 years for us to become net zero in terms of our transportation, not just in terms of the building. We are net zero in this building from May through September. The shoulder seasons, March, April, October, and some of November, tend to be pretty light energy users. We use a little bit then, but we're also making a pretty decent amount.
Green building is just what we do. We did an awful lot of projects to the LEED standard, and that sort of trained us all to the point where we honestly don't talk about green building much anymore. That's just what we do. That's our standard. All our projects use low flow water fixtures. Our waste stream is reduced on all our projects. We try to be the green builder whether or not we're selling it as a green project. But I think that's where we made our reputation, and people are still coming to us for that.
It's a great group of people all looking to build the best design, the best quality products, and to give our homeowners the best function and where they're at. And we think that's important to mimic that within the space that we occupy. And so these strategies that we practice, that we preach, that we test, that we try, can all be used at our building and on our space. And then also on our job sites. And that to me is incredibly exciting, and it paints a very promising and experimental future for us.